We're breaking down David Gravel and Donny Schatz' latest Eldora Speedway Showdown and diving into Buddy Kofoid's nail biter against the PA Posse at Lincoln Speedway. Plus, rain wrecks Kubota High Limit's plans once again. And we've got a stacked weekend full of sprint car action. I'm Russ Fritz, and right now we start switching grooves. Well, let's start at the hallowed half mile of Eldora Speedway. And this is actually where David Gravel and Donny Schatz always seem to find each other when the lights shine the brightest. If these two were boxers, we'd be a selling pay-per-view. I don't know what else to call it. So let's actually rewind to 2024's Let's Race 2 finale. Oh, back then, just a year ago, Gravel and Schatz actually traded the lead like two heavyweight sluggers, swapping paint, if you want to call it that. Yeah. And actually sliding each other for positions until Gravel snuck by on the final corner to steal the win. But then came last July's King's Royal. Okay, Donny Schatz started 20th. He clawed his way to the front like a man possessed, only for Gravel to snatch the crown back in a move that left the crowd speechless. Fast forward to this Friday. Well, David Gravel starts on the pole, but Schatz, started 10th, actually unleashed that trademark relentless drive. By lap 20, he's in second, hunting Gravel like a shark in a murky water. The track's that slick, the lap traffic's thick, and David Gravel was actually doing everything short of setting up roadblocks to try to keep Donny at bay. So it was pretty tough though. But this was Gravel's raw reaction. Man, what a tricky track tonight. It was tough to feel grip. I saw there I saw there were a lot of movers and shakers at the end. Cody, Zach, and Pete just gave me a good race car tonight. And they do it night in and night out. Why this matters, you ask? Well, Gravel is now 7 for 7 in Eldora wins, cementing his legacy at the Big E. And for Schatz, he's actually finished second in 5 of his last 6 Eldora starts. The fire's still there, folks. Schatz actually mentioned the frustration and fight. Everything seemed to be working tonight, but the longer I ran, the worse I got. And how about Cole Macedo? The rookie phenom actually charged from 12th to 3rd with a broken left rear shock. Our race car was unbelievable before the shock broke. They've been working their tails off. Now that's a rookie revelation. And let's move over to Lincoln Speedway's slugfest, where the air was thick, the tension as the World of Outlaws actually clashed with the PA Posse. Out front, the California kid, Buddy Kofoid, had a target on his back. And sure enough, York, Pennsylvania's Chase Dietz was actually completely hell-bent on taking him down. Kofoid actually started on the pole, but Dietz started 6th, was a man on a mission. And by lap 4, well, Chase had carved through the field like a hot knife through butter, stealing the lead on a restart and sending the posse faithful into a frenzy. But Kofoid, cool as a cucumber, snatched it right back. Now here's Kofoid's gasping recap. It was difficult. I'm kind of out of breath. When it gets that slick into turn 1, I feel like it's a good cut across here. The final lap drama, well, with 3 laps to go, Kofoid's lead shrunk as Dietz closed in. On the white flag lap, well, Dietz threw a huge Hail Mary slide job, but he came up just inches short. This was Dietz's defiant promise, though. I'm really tired of finishing second. We're going to pull them off. The PA Posse held on to its pride as Anthony Macri stole third from David Gravel on the final lap, actually giving Pennsylvania 2 podium spots. And here's what Anthony Macri said about his sneaky move. I just drove it in there as hard as I could. It panned out for us. Talk about just laying it all on the lines. Now let's talk to the real villain of racing, Mother Nature. For the second year in a row and the second night in a row, she actually drowned Kubota High Limit's debut at 81 Speedway. But fear not, this weekend is this weekend is lined up with a stack full of sprint car racing. The World of Outlaws are at Williams Grove for the HVAC Distributors Morgan Cup, where the posse's hungry for revenge. And Kubota High Limit, well, they go to Lakeside Speedway for a 20,000 to win showdown on Friday, and then a rumble at Tri-City on Saturday. The Roto-Rooter Midweek Madness is going to be Kyle Larson's sprint car finale at Kokomo's Mayhem before he chases Indy 500 glory. My pro tip, pack a raincoat and a cooler, because this weekend's going to be wild. And my 3 key takeaways, well, before we wrap up, here's your cheat sheet for the week. Rivalries make racing. Gravel versus Schatz isn't just a duel. It's a masterclass in adaptability. Eldora rewards the bold. And these two actually rewrite the playbook every time they touch the dirt. Rookies are actually rising. Cole Macito's podium on a broken shock. That's not luck. It's a warning shot to all the veterans. The kids aren't just coming. They're here already. Embrace the chaos, because rainouts, slide jobs, last lap steals, well, this sport thrives on unpredictability. If you want scripted drama, go watch Netflix. That's all I got to say. And that's a wrap for this episode. But if you live for dirt slinging, slide jobs, and NASCAR's high-speed chaos, hit that subscribe button so you can be switching grooves with each and every episode right along with us. And I'm Russ Fritz, and I'll see you at the track. Good night, everyone.